From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the Rev Limit Sport Car Series. We're coming to you live from the Detroit Grand Prix at Belle Isle. It's round number 3. We're gridding, we're getting ready to go. In the broadcast booth with me is the one, the only, Joe Hutchings.
Welcome to Canada. I mean, United States.
Almost.
I mean, Canada. We're actually smack dab in the middle of the river.
Man-made,
One bridge in, one bridge
right?
out. No.
No, this isn't the man-made?
No, this isn't man-made. This was here.
Oh,
The
well.
fountain that everybody likes to go take a swim in after they win a race is man-made, but you know.
As
No.
we are starting to roll. Thank you to everybody for starting to tune in. We get a little bit of a short parade lap. We'll get to the points as they sit coming into the third race in just a little bit. Huge shout out to everybody who's liked the stream, shared the stream, and then John Holloway. I know he's a driver in the field. Thank you so much for becoming an all-star and hitting that subscribe button on YouTube as they go by the fountain, Joe. It's a very tight racetrack, and I feel like we are going to have a lot of issues with all three classes here this evening.
Concrete canyons in the middle of a island.
Yeah, and it's a 2.35 mile course. Pit road speed is 40 miles an hour. We are in Detroit, Michigan, and we have a lot of action here for you as we are about to hit the green flag, and there they go. There goes the LMP2s. Here comes the GT3s by Parker Dime and Aldo Secklin. They're going to take across the line. And Dak and Adam Caps in the GT4s. There they go. The whole field now is green at the Detroit Grand Prix. Brendan, how you doing? I see you in the YouTube chat. How's it going? But glad to have you guys all here. So far, so good. Everything looks okay the first couple turns as they start snaking through the track. We'll get a ride along in just a little bit when everybody gets their tires all warm, and it looks like Mike Robinson goes around.
Yep, he just cold tired it.
Almost comes up right in front of the GT3s. He's going to have to merge himself back in. But up front, wasn't expecting anybody different. Dylan Newhart leading the field, getting through turn 11, down towards turn 12. As there is a 1.5 gap to Ethan Reed, Fozzie Fazillo, and then you have Nate Orlowski. We've already talked about Mike Robinson, the LMP2s. He's mixed in with the GT3s. It's Aldo Secklin currently leading in the GT3s. And Parker Dime, Morgan Smith, Austin Diltz, and Joshua Jackson. Those are your top 5 in the GT3s after one lap. Then with the GT4s, as it looks like Tavish O'Neill has gone around.
Oh,
no. He's going to be holding his brakes for quite a while. But back to the GT4s, currently being led by Dak. Then you have Adam Caps And Chris Edwards, that's 1, 2, 3 in the GT4s. Scott Hara and Anthony Rojas. That's how we're sitting just after a lap and a half. Let's bring up the points. It'll be on the bottom right hand of your screen for everybody. You have Dustin Neerhoof currently with the points lead. And Dylan Newhart, Fozzie Fazillo, Nate Orlowski, and Mike Robinson. That's your top 5 in the points. I'm trying to figure out why it's not actually showing the point totals. That's fun.
Interesting.
It's probably my fault in a way, because I probably clipped it wrong. But I'll get you the point totals in just a second. Alright, LMP2s. Ah, yes, I did miss it. Dustin Neerhoof with 704. Dylan Newhart with a 622. So a huge gap between them two. But with Neerhoof not being here, that is going to very much chew into that. Fozzie Fazillo with 540. Nate Orlowski with 530. And Mike Robinson with 510. Taking a look at the GT3s. Parker Dime with 627 in first. Joshua Jackson with 580. Then you have Morgan Smith also with 580. Aldo Secklin in fourth with 543. And then Jacob Quayle with 520 in fifth. With the GT4s now. Adam Capps with 651. Thaddeus Ashbaugh with 601. Shares that with Chris Edwards. Then you have Dak, who jumped 5 spots from the first race to the second race with 572. Then rounding out the top 5 in the GT4s, Joe, you have Scott Hara with 500 points. So we're jumping into race 3 here tonight from the Detroit Grand Prix circuit, and we very much could see a lot of movement between some of these positions, as it looks like Austin Diltz in the 14 is trying to catch the BMW of Morgan Smith, Joe, as they are cutting through, heading down under the Penske Bridge all the way to, I think that's turn 9? No, turn 7. I apologize. Turn 7.
Turn 7, yeah. Yeah, because it's a short little run down into the right-hander, and then a quick left, and then another quick right, and then they put some right along the St. Lawrence River.
And there's the river there.
No, not on the right, on the left side.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
Joe, how
It's
often,
okay.
how often have you seen races here? Because I know IndyCar used to have a race here every year, and was it really because of the one bridge in, one bridge out that they stopped running races here?
So, IndyCar decided that because they couldn't get people efficiently onto the island, they decided that they were going to go to a street course, and just so happens to be right around GM's corporate office. They used to run kart IndyCars here for the longest time. This is actually, if I remember correctly, the second configuration of this track. There is a earlier configuration where they actually take you down Picnic Drive, have a little bit of a S setup, kind of similar to like Road Atlanta, where you kind of have a left-right combination that brings you down to what would cordially be known the back straight. But they decided that they wanted to see more passing, so they gave them one giant straightaway to get passes done, gave them a push to pass, and the races here were actually great. If you had a chance to go back and watch the old kart races, IndyCar, when they switched over to the DW12, kind of became funeral processions. Now, IMSA used to race on this configuration too, and those races were off the hook. They were fun to watch.
As we're watching everything going on, we're looking and honing in on the battle with 5th place Joshua Jackson and Jacob Quayle in 6th. That gap is gotten to just about half a second and closing. As you can see it, they are all basically in a line. Pretty good so far, Joe. We've seen quite a bit of passing as they're crossing the stripe this time.
Oh, it looks like Nate Orlowski and a GT4 got into it.
It didn't populate for me, so I apologize, everybody. We have to back that.
Oh,
that's John.
Guess
Holland.
not. Yeah, the GT4 just lost it. He pulled the General Motors executive move. There's a little hump right there, and back when IndyCar was still racing here, one of the pace car drivers was a GM executive that decided to end up losing the control of the Corvette pace car and ended up smacking the wall. And it looks like we got some activity on the track too.
We do. Sorry about that. My wonderful nephew just came running downstairs with ice cream. I couldn't say no to that.
Oh,
Mike
never.
Robinson going into the fountain section. Oh, I don't think the 12 knew he was there. That's Anthony Rojas. Also, a weird time to cut to the outside as we're seeing people head down pit road now, as that is the 12 of Anthony Rojas. Let's jump to the front of the field. Dylan Newhart currently putting on qualifying laps for the field. Last time by a half a second faster than Ethan Reed, but currently has a 3.6 second lead over Ethan Reed. Joe, Newhart is absolutely flying.
Oh yeah. When you got nice gummy tires at this place, it's you can run it almost like a go-kart. It's fun.
Now that we're about 10 minutes in, gotta give a huge All-Star 15 shout out, as we do every week, to Transcendent Designs for making a lot of these graphics for this series. The LMP2 class is presented by Car Medic. The GT3s are presented by Elite Entertainment LLC, and the GT4s are presented by WBM Racing. Joe, how about this time by when we cross the line, we jump on board with our race leader, Dylan Newhart. Mike, thank you for liking the stream on Facebook. Glad to have you guys all here. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow. We do this every Monday evening. And it's been nothing but, honestly, craziness so far.
Oh yeah, the short track with a lot of cars. It's gonna be, as one of our friends likes to call it, hashtag chaos.
I don't know if I would consider it a short track unless you're unless you mean just the corners and how you get these really long straightaways with these very tight corners where they're significant, like 50 miles an hour right there.
When it comes to American road courses, this is short.
Well, Joe, Dylan Newhart is coming through the final couple turns. He's about to pass pit entry. We are going to jump on board and give the microphone to you.
All right, as he comes across the start finish line, he's going to immediately make this right-hander into the turn 1, turn 2 complex. Come up over this little hump right here. Make sure to not pull a Corvette, Corvette move there, and make the nice run down to turn 3. Nice tight right-hander, gets you down to about 60 miles an hour. Hard on the gas, into another right-hander. Little short run up to the left-hander. I don't remember the names of these corners because they like to change them a lot. Anyways, he's making the right-hander onto what would cordially be the back straight along the St. Lawrence River. And you're gonna run about, I think these cars get to about 160 before you get into the inner loop complex here, the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know, there's a lot of corners here. Left-hander, hop on the gas as hard as you can. Watch the sweeper to the left, double apex corner. Hard right onto the mini straight, as we like to call it. And then he's going to be doing about 140 into the right-hander right here. Another little short straight into another right-hander, and then he's going to be hard on the throttle all the way to the start-finish line.
I really thought he was going to end up having to correct the throttle coming into 14. The minute you said he's just going to stick in the gas, and I watched it. Holy cow. It doesn't look like it should stick, Joe, but it sticks. As we're going to bounce back just a little bit further. Tyler Grimes with an issue.
Oh, no.
Oh, he just sends it. I don't know why he jumped to pit road. Can't they take that access road?
Negatory. He probably would have had to back up or spin the car around. It's kind
Really?
of difficult. Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a punt.
Oh.
This is Jacob McGregor.
Right.
That was right into the back of Joshua Jackson.
As they say on the IMSA broadcast, Argy Bargy.
How did the IMSA race go this weekend?
Don't know. I didn't get to watch the last half of it because a squirrel decided to yeet itself onto a transformer, and that's as far as I'm going with it.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you later.
Oh!
Oh!
Alman Gilroy. Oh, Giori, sorry. Loops it. Oh, and he's still having issues.
Oh, that car needs to be towed.
Nah, I think he got it fixed. He's back moving.
Man, we're 15 minutes into this race, and they're already on lap, what, 10?
Yes. The two leaders, now Fozzie Fazillo, are all on lap 10. Let's see who we got. Any close battles on the racetrack in the GT3 field still. It's the Morgan Smith and Joshua Jackson show still. They've stayed within this half a second to 7/10 gap of each other.
That Porsche is rocking a sponsor that is near and dear to my heart.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's got Black Rifle Coffee on there.
To try it.
Really?
I've never tried it.
You're gonna love it. Oh, you're gonna love it.
I've tried Death Wish coffee. That was a mistake.
Stay away from the caffeinated AF because you'll be bouncing off the walls. Actually, you would have needed that when your son was a newborn.
Dude, I still need that. Yesterday was a very long day, Joe. I could have used it yesterday.
Yeah, YouTube world. This guy goes to New Hampshire for the Cup race and doesn't invite me. I see how this is.
I doubt you would have gotten up here that fast.
No. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the country.
It's actually a lot of fun. Kind of like the racing we're seeing here. A lot of close quarters action.
Ooh, man. It's funny looking at all these GT4 cars and all the... these guys are using every inch of this track. They're using the walls. They're using each other.
And they're all Ford Mustangs outside of one BMW.
One BMW.
Yeah, Dak currently with a almost 15-second lead over second place Adam Capps and 26 seconds over third place Chris Edwards. It's not even close. Dak is just putting a world of hurt on the whole GT4 field. And I think we have a retirement, Joe. The 18 of Mike Robinson has I think left the building.
I think Tyler Grimes has too. that was close.
Yeah.
That is a horrible spot to try to do that, but he hung on to it. Whew. You might want to replay that one.
I don't think that there's ever been IMSA racing or multi-class racing at this track before. But
Yeah, there has.
Oh, they used to run here?
Yeah, IMSA ran here.
Was it always that? Yeep! It just doesn't seem like a track that would benefit from it. It's just too tight.
I mean, they run at Long Beach, which is tighter than this.
Fair point. Fair point. And I can imagine how much I've paid in the butt that fountain to get around is. As Nate Orlowski, black flag coming down pit road this time by.
Yep. He got a meatball. He's tank slapped the wall a couple corners ago.
Jump back and take a look at that. Oh, I think I see it. Jump on board with Nate Orlowski.
No. Oh yeah, he totally missed the apex of that corner.
He didn't just miss the apex; he missed the braking zone too.
Yeah, he thought he was in the. He thought he was in the what's it called? In that sweeper, the double apex. No. No. You weren't. It's okay. One thing I was noticing, the LMP field is having a lot of problems with the GT3 cars. They're almost running identical lap times. And I was watching a couple of the guys,
and close,
them trying to get through those GT3 cars has not been easy.
Yeah, just looking at it, Joe. Dylan Newhart, last time by a 126.7. Aldo Secklin, the leader in the GT3s, with a 128.3 this time. That's not a big gap at all.
Nope. So the GT3 car, the GT3 cars benefit from all the driver's aids. The LMP2 cars, ooh, that would heat.
Both of them.
Good lord. The LMP2 cars have they don't have all these go fast goodies on these cars. There's no ABS. There's no, well, there's traction control, but it's kind of goofy how it works. No skid control. It's difficult to drive these cars. You really have to have the tires heated up, and you gotta know what you're doing.
And the GT4 cars just look like it's a complete hassle to drive.
Around the tight street circuits, oh yeah, they're gonna be real bad.
Let's jump on board with Dak and see how he goes through the field.
Well, that's just cheating, because Dak is like amazing. Looking for a team? Give me a call. I mean, what? Yeah, he's pretty fluid around this place. He
knows how to get around.
You're dang near scraping every single wall to get maximum maximum area to use of the track. So these cars are momentum, right? Because I mean, they have horsepower, but you really want to learn to keep your momentum up. That's the whole name of the game when it comes to sports car racing. Is we try to straighten the track out as much as humanly possible. So instead of trying to race on, bendy curves, we're trying to make each corner as straight as possible.
And just looking at it right now, Joe, he is up almost 21 seconds on Adam Capps. That's sick. As you just saw Fozzie Fazzillo go right by Dak there.
Oh, look at how much wheel he's got to put in.
It's amazing. And let's jump to Aldo. This is the leading Ferrari in the GT3s. Just look at the difference, Joe. And just
Well,
the
we'll get
steering
to
alone.
it. Well, watch this 1-2 complex. Watch how much wheel he's gonna have to put into it. Watch this. Ooh. If you're
Alright,
crossing
massive
your
bump
arms, yeah, there's actually a lift in the track, and like I said before, I now meant this will be the third time I'm mentioning this. The Corvette or the GM executive wrecking the Corvette pace cars. Yeah, that happened in that corner. It's a really weird section, and they never really fixed it. They never smoothed it out or anything. They left it as a feature. And if you hit the top of the hill just right, where you're kind of like, what I like to do in the higher horsepower cars like the IndyCar at this place, if you're sitting there just kind of rolling that corner and you catch the top.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
woohoo! Aldo needs a new pair of shorts.
Not just him. Good thing I wore the brown pants.
Do I need to call the missus?
No, you're good. Pretty sure she probably heard it.
If you catch the crown of that point and you go and get on the gas hard, it will stick. And it is very satisfying when you do it.
And that's a lap with our GT3 leader, Aldo Secklin. And as we jump back to our TV cameras, Dylan Newhart is, since we last saw him, added about 5 seconds to his lead.
Insane.
Ethan Reed has pit in those LMP2s. He's 49 seconds back, and for everybody watching at home, they're just coming down pit road and taking tires. That's it. They don't need, not tires, just fuel, my apology. They don't need tires. And I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of them accidentally leave their tires checked on. I think everybody knows who they are if they watch us back.
Yes.
But it's Newhart, Fazillo, and Reed, your top three in the LMP2s. Then it's Secklin, Dime, and Dilt. That's actually a close battle for the top spot in the GT3s. It's only 2.5 seconds separating the two of them. Secklin over Dime. There's the gap right there. See if we could pull up the sector. There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see how Dime is doing, because it looks like that's closing in, Joe.
Aldo could probably be going for we're not going to stop this race strategy, maybe?
That would be really close. Especially since most of the GT3s have already come down pit road. I would very much assume it's pretty easy to tell that they're not making it the whole way. As through Sector 1, Dime was... Oh boy, that's going to be a close battle. Was a 10th faster. Sector 2, Secklin was 3,000ths faster. And then almost 6/10ths faster is Dime. That gap is already right around 1.5 seconds. Parker's closing in fast.
Aldo has been dealing with GT4 traffic too, so
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Parker Dime is heading to pit road. Overall leader.
I didn't notice that Dime changed over to the Aston Martin. Man, that car sounds good.
Yes. Both Dilts and Dime are in the Aston Martin. Just so smooth. Looking at Nate Orlowski after having to come down and repair damage, back up to 8th overall, looking for 7th overall. He's currently 4th in class. You can see Guillermo Parent, who Nate just passed, running a really good race, 4th overall, plus 10 positions from where he started tonight's event.
Rocking that Timu Audi.
Flashing those lights.
It's okay.
We have Dak on pit road. I think. Yes, okay.
In the carbon fibered Mustang.
Here comes Adam Caps. Adam Caps is going to stay out. Take a look at what the lead looks like. Wow, Dak has been in pit road for quite a while. I wonder if he did take tires. Let's see. He was on pit road for about 46 seconds, Joe. That sounds like a tire pit stop to me. Now we're trying to figure out when Aldo Secklin is coming down pit road. Out of the leaders, he's the last one to come in with the GT3s. Because here comes Dylan Newhart in the LMP2s. Almost 30 seconds back is Fozzie Fazillo. He has yet to pit.
Looks like Aldo decided to stay out.
I mean, if you're not taking tires, Joe, I would run it till it's almost out and take the least amount of fuel, needed. It's the only strategy that feels like makes sense.
Well, we had the last race, the LMP2 guys. They were sitting there trying to overcut and undercut each other, and
Nate's around.
They didn't work. Oh no! Oh no!
Anthony Rojas, Nate Orlowski. Oh, I don't know if it's connected though. Yes, it is. With horrible netcode.
That is terrible netcode. Can you slow that down?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Nate wasn't making that no matter what. That was.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's horrible.
I don't think Nate was gonna get hit.
He was gonna get hit.
Well, he's back on pit road to service LMP2 again. After that is Aldo's now coming out of or coming into pit road.
Coming on pit road.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting hit if netcode doesn't happen.
It was gonna just barely clip him. What's done is done. That's kind of bad for Nate. He was trying to do the right thing and ended up getting taken out. Yep, he's coming out now.
With a 1.5 second lead over Parker Dime.
Yep. There's Dime right there. And it looks like they got clear track ahead of him.
Yeah, for a while it looks like. They have the 125 Dylan Newhart, but Newhart's in an LMP2. He's going to pull away from them. They should have a clear track for quite a while.
Yep, this will be your race for your win right here in this class.
Joe, we only have 12 and a half minutes remaining in the race. If people need to make some passes, they need to do them soon, because you're already doing a minute 25, a minute 29, or a minute 40 a lap, depending on your class. That's not a lot of laps left.
Now we're looking at maybe 9 laps for the GT3 cars. 10 laps for the LMP2s. Man, all those cars getting airborne going over that hump.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if I like that.
I'm on his car right now, and I heard it. You can hear the engine let loose, or the tires let loose from the pavement. The engine revs up.
Kind of reminds me of Lime Rock in a way.
There are 2 spots to get airborne at Lime Rock. Ask me how I know.
Because you had me get a camera shot of the jump and made a graphic that said the jump. Dak, after pitting a couple laps ago, retakes the lead when Adam Cap enters pit road, but that gap is a lot closer than it was. That was 25 seconds plus from Dak to Caps. And now it's just 19. It's still a huge number.
Yeah, Dak probably went onto the pit road, lazily.
Making sure he doesn't speed. As Jacob McGregor and Jacob Quayle go by. Also, Cayman Lackney. These 3 are under a blanket, Joe. The GT3s, the McLaren, the Ford, and the Corvette. Lackney, McGregor, and Quayle. Purple, black, and red and white. Lockford. Wouldn't be surprised if like Hooligan does it.
It's just a just a monster paint. Ooh, Corvette tank slapper.
Now this is your closest battle on the racetrack, Joe.
Chevy versus Ford following a McLaren. If you don't know the irony in that, you don't know road racing.
Why don't you let everybody at home in on the road racing joke there?
Because McLaren has used Ford engines and Chevy engines in the past.
Like an Indy
also
car?
used Honda, yeah. Also have used Honda engines. They've run the gambit.
So do they
now they just build their own.
I was saying, do they make their own engines now?
Yeah, they make.
This is a very even matchup between Lackney, McGregor, and Quayle. This is all for P5 and the GT3s.
You can totally tell the strengths between the cars. You got the mid-engine cars that can really get through the corners quite well, and then those front-engine cars, they just dig in, corner off.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's for P6 and the GT3s. I apologize.
Oh no, the Corvette's in the wall again.
It doesn't look like it's hurting him too much, but I wouldn't keep doing it.
Can we just put watermelons on the side of that Corvette? Just call him Watermelon Man?
No. Pretty sure Ross Chastain would get mad.
I was gonna say, wrong discipline.
The Ford looking to the outside as they get into, I think that's, what,
Twitchy.
turn 3 to 4?
3, 4, 5, then 6.
They're heading down the straight towards the fountain. They stay in the same order that they have been in. But that Ford of McGregor is getting ever so closer as now they get to the fountain. Curious to see what happens when they get slower traffic.
Or how close are they to GT4 traffic? They're coming up on somebody in GT3.
Well, that's GT4.
Oh man, that's in the wall again.
Trying to see who they're coming up on. Oh, that's Morgan Smith. They're closing in on Morgan Smith.
Yeah.
They're about to have a 4-car battle in the GT3s.
Look at the car. Go up one more.
And Joshua Jackson, who's 3 seconds ahead of Morgan Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all catching that car right now.
As Newhart, Secklin, and Dak all lead their respective disciplines. Back to this battle between the 3 of them and soon to be the 4 of them. They are all under a 1.5 seconds from each other.
This is great.
GT3s are lighting it up as they're going around the fountain. We have 6 minutes plus a lap left. Through 12, 13, heading to 14 as they're all just smacking the wall. Now the Ford has to deal with the Chevy Corvette.
How about that? You had that Porsche in there. You've got 5 different manufacturers. Oh! Oh no!
I think there was
Oh, he saved
contact
it.
between the Corvette of Quail and the Mustang of McGregor.
I don't think there was.
Looking at McGregor going into the turn. Yes.
Oh, it was.
Yes, there
it
was. Great save, but that gives a little bit of a gap now to Lackney and Smith. 2 seconds.
And the Audi's creeping up. Holy cow.
It's
You're about to have 6 manufacturers.
It's the whole GT3 class, though, because look at this. Secklin and Dimer almost a second apart.
Yep.
As much as we want to show the other... oh, don't tell me this actually just happened. This is race leader, overall leader, Dylan Newhart.
Oh no, no.
Oh, he just kissed it.
Oh, he just gave it a little rub and tickle.
It was just a kiss. Oh God, he was carrying so much speed. I got so scared. But now Parker Dime under a second now. There's the gap.
Wow, this GT3 battles all the way through the entire field are just amazing. Love this.
Dime significantly faster this time by having to deal with...
Oh! Oh! What the heck?
That's the GT4 leader, Dak. Did they just slam Dak into the wall?
They just... The second place car, who's now first place, slapped first place into Dak. Oh man, no.
I didn't see that one coming. I apologize. They're not wrecks, so they don't populate on the time timing and scoring. See if we can get a better shot of this. Wow. There was contact before that even happened, and then it just stacked up, and Parker Dime just smacked Secklin into Dak. Holy cow. That's a change. And then you go back here to Lackney, McGregor, Quayle. They're back to under a second and a half of each other. As it looks like Guillermo Parrott's Audi's kind of backing up a little bit. Joe, just a minute and a half plus 1 lap left. Something's got to give. Lackney pulling away, plus a second. Now that battle really heating up for a 6th place. McGregor and Quayle.
There's the Corvette in the wall again. There's something about Corvettes and walls at this place. Oh, he did it again! Every time there's a puff of smoke, that is that man piling that car into the wall.
And we're not seeing any damage on it. Could that also be a netcode thing?
Like a rock?
These guys have been all under a blanket for the last 10 minutes. Your biggest mover of the field is Cayman Lackney. He's plus 5 spots.
I want to roll to the overall leaders there because I do believe he took the white flag. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, Dylan Newhart,
I know.
plus 22 seconds over Ethan Reed coming through the final turns. You did take the white flag?
I don't know. I'll let you know here in a second.
Yeah, this is it. Here's the checkered. Through turn number 14, Dylan Newhart is going to win the Detroit Grand Prix.
Great win. Pop back to that GT3 battle. There you go.
Well, this is Parker Dime, the leader in the GT3s. And here's that battle you were looking at. Jacob McGregor, Cameron Lackney, side by side. McGregor makes the pass. As Parker Dime is going to win the GT3s.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Back to this battle now. Actually, no, let's drop it to the leader of the GT4s. They will cross the line first. The number 3 Ford Mustang of the GT4s, Dak, is going to take a commanding win.
Way to go, Dak.
Across the start-finish line. Now back up to Jacob McGregor and Jacob Quayle. through 13. Now through 14. The great battle it was. Jacob McGregor is going to beat out Jacob Quayle and Cameron Lackney. It looks like Cameron Lackney might have had an issue. And that was all for P5. Oh! Pushed a little too hard as they were coming down to turn 7.
Oh, that sucks.
So Newhard, Dime, and Dak, your 3 winners here this evening. So this has been wild, and let's talk to our LMP2 winner. It's Dylan Newhart. Congratulations on the overall win. It looked fun out there. It also looked very sketchy a lot of the time as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely fun, if that's the word for it, but it was mostly just focusing on survival for sure.
Yeah,
But managing those GT4s.
Yeah, the speed difference between the LMP2s and the GT4s were astronomical. It looked like a 15-second lap time difference. But you come away with a 23-second lead over Ethan Reed to take the win here this evening at the Detroit Grand Prix.
Yeah, it was...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was just going to say it was a pretty... I had a big gap from qualifying. You guys had to hold it together and keep it alive to bring it home.
Yeah, and you had a couple scary moments. I know we caught you going into the tire barrier very, very gingerly and gently, but you scared the crap out of us up here. Wow.
Yeah. The front tires started to go out there, and it caught me off guard. I had the wheel turned a little bit and just kind of locked up, but luckily I got it slowed down in time.
Well,
still would have had my fast repair, so maybe we still would have been okay there.
Oh, with the fast laps that you were able to put down, which were, as I'm looking at it right now, your best lap overall was a half a second faster than anybody in class. So even if you had to jump down pit road and take a quick fast repair, and that was the only thing you needed to do, you might be behind them 5 seconds at best. And I'm pretty sure you'd be able to pressure them into making a mistake with how intimidating it is to see you and Nearhoof on the racetrack when you guys are on the racetrack together.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, I now lead the championship because, he's on vacation. So I just got to hold it together the rest of the season. But, I'll beat him on track eventually.
Well, it's always a good battle between you two. I remember the Daytona was a fun battle between the two of you until it wasn't.
That was awesome. That's why I changed my tires.
But Dylan, after tonight's win, we pack everything up and go south to Road Atlanta. What are you expecting there? As I know a lot of leagues and teams are getting ready for Petit Le Mans soon.
Don't think I'll actually be participating in Petit Le Mans, but that is an exciting track. I love that track. Just give me a little. I'm normally used to driving on GT3, so just got to get used to that LMP2 speed.
Brother, before we let you go and enjoy the overall win and class win this evening, do you have any sponsors you'd like to plug? Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the guys at WBM and everyone that helped put this league on. It's a lot of fun every Monday.
All right, brother. Well, you take care. Thank you for coming and talking with us, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, that is Dylan Newhard. Now we're just waiting to see if we can get a word with Parker Dime or Dak. But Joe, overall, a fantastic race.
That was fun to watch. That GT3 race was really fun to watch. The GT4 was so-so. LMP2, it's kind of difficult at this place with when you got GT3s roaming around. We saw it. Those guys trying to get through the GT3 field. It's rough.
It definitely looked a little rough. I love that we have such a gap that these drivers have to navigate around other vehicles. A lot of times it's really cool to see how they pick and choose where they're going to make passes. Other times it's really scary on some of the places they try to make the passes. But that's what's so much fun about multi-class sports car racing, Joe.
Always. This is so it makes it some of the most exciting racing that we currently have, and I'm kind of glad that it's having a renaissance right now.
Yeah, it's next week, Road Atlanta. I know that's one of your favorite racetracks. What, as a broadcaster, do you expect, and what are you hoping for when we get to Road Atlanta next week?
I hope they all get through turn 1 without any incidents.
Yeah, but you say that
That's
every
all
week.
Turn 1 is it's difficult. It's those LMP2 cars are just gonna they're rockets through turn 1. They're rockets through the S's. It's gonna be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I'm waiting a couple extra seconds to see if Parker Dime or Dak join the interview waiting room so we can get a word with them. But uh, tonight was fun. I can't wait for Road Atlanta. My problem with Road Atlanta isn't turn 1, because you could see turn 1. It's when you take that turn 1 up into 3, 4, 5, and 6, and they're all blind corners. That's where my problem comes in with the racetrack, and it's just a me skill issue. It's not like watching our buddy Dalton run it, and it's scary how good some of these people are, and I'm very excited to see next week's race and how they attack the racetrack.
I hope they got a lot of practice in, because if it's hot, it's gonna be slick.
All right, everybody. It looks like we aren't getting anybody else, any of our other winners. So we will catch you guys next week, next Monday, same bat time, same bat place. For Joe Hutchings, I'm AJ Capola, and we will see you at Road Atlanta, everybody. Take care.
Deuces.